Welcome everyone, and thank you so much for joining in. As we can see guys, the price of Bitcoin after testing some of the key line of resistance has started to show weakness. But if you have been following me for a while, you guys saw this coming, because on my previous video I showed you with so many different examples that in the immediate short term 71,000 could be attracting us before looking for another opportunity. And if you look at this price action right now, after getting attracted on this 70,000, it has started to show weakness. So is it going to result in an actual reversal from here on, or what to expect next? So today in this video we are going to talk about all of the scenarios one by one. But before I do that, I want you guys to do me a favor and quickly destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this are the first time to hit that subscribe button. And also a friendly reminder, if you haven't claimed this free 500 USDT futures position letter from Bybit, and additional to that another free 200 USDT futures position letter from Bybit, then definitely check the video description, because this event is temporary. If you are an experienced trader, if you want to take advantage of this market volatility, then the time to act is now. Let's switch the chart. So first thing first, let's look at this Bitcoin USDT in a weekly time frame, because on my previous video I was very clear with you guys. In the medium short term, there is a very high probability of price getting attracted on the 71,000 before deciding the trend duration. And if you look at this price action right now, we got attracted on 70,000, but around 70,000 we had resistance lying for Bitcoin, because in the past price action this descending broadening wedge resulted in a corrective move. Price failing to break out of this upper trend line resulted in a corrective move. And now if we look in our case, this is a rejection, right? This weekly got rejected. Now if we are going to expect another continuation like this to form lower highs lower lows continuation pattern, what could be attracting us? This lower trend line. But I have been very clear with you guys, even though the price of Bitcoin in the medium short term looks like getting rejected on the 71,000, but this bearish move could be very short-lived. I mean, price after testing the support which we have around 61,000 could be preparing itself for another continuation like this. Yes guys, we are not expecting price to show a move like this, but instead a small pullback, a very short-lived pullback before breaking it to the upside, because we are aware it's not just only the resistance from this descending broadening wedge holding us around 70,000, but also the trend line, this symmetrical triangle or ascending triangle. Doesn't matter whichever way you look at it, we are being flashed with some weakness, because this exact trend line, which in the past price action acted as a strong line of support, is rejecting us. Now you can see, along with the resistance from this upper trend line, we also have resistance from this symmetrical triangle or ascending triangle lower trend line. Now this here could be turning out into a double top type of formation. I mean, right now, right, if the price of Bitcoin shows another continuation, you can see it will be looked as a double top pattern, and price is expected to show a continuation at least around 61,000. But I just showed you with the previous example, right? It might be very short-lived, and price right after that could be preparing itself for another continuation like this. Just like I shown in an example, after this fake breakout to the downside, we are expecting the price of Bitcoin to slowly get attracted here to the upside and also head towards to form a new all-time high, because we can see guys, we have broken out of this ascending channel in a 4-hour time frame. This ascending channel lower trend line, which in the past price action acted as support, got broken, and now it is resulting in a corrective move. But I just want you guys to be careful. Even though it might look like a breakout, right, a break to the downside, this bearish continuation pattern could be very short-lived. I mean, even if the price is going to show another continuation like this back to us is 61,000, right? We are aware above that area we have a strong line of support line for Bitcoin, and this bearish move could be still favoring the longs. And why? Because you can see guys, this here, right, this here is in a weekly time frame. Each and every time whenever the price got attracted towards this curve line, this parabolic curve type of scenario, it has resulted in a very bullish move for Bitcoin. I mean, price is following this step-like formation. So even if the price in the medium short term is going to show another continuation to the downside, this curve line, right? Let me show you one more time this curve line here. this curve line here will be looked as one of the strongest support for Bitcoin, and right after that we are expecting another continuation like this to play out. Yes, you heard that correctly, guys. Any sort of a pullback, we have extremely important support lying over 60,000 for Bitcoin. So this entire bearish move could be very short-lived. And now, even with the help of this symmetrical triangle with a false breakout, the price is also doing exactly the same. I mean, after breaking out, after liquidating the overall average longs, the price has started to show a move to the upside, just like I shown in an example. But now, any sort of a pullback, these indicators, Williams alligator indicators, are going to be acting as support, and price after that is expected to show another continuation here to the upside. And why around that area we have another additional support for Bitcoin? Because even the CPR lines are around that price range. I mean, even if the price in the medium short term shows another continuation here, you can see, guys, I mean, to the downside, you can see, guys, this bottom central and the top CPR line will be acting as support. So we have additional support above 60,000 for Bitcoin. So any sort of a pullback, this trend line, Williams alligator indicator, right, CPR indicator, even the support from this lower trend line, support from this curve line will be there, and we are expecting the price after that to show a move like this instead of a false breakout, to continue with an actual bullish move, because today is 31st of July. So tomorrow we are going to get a new CPR. So if the price here manages to close above the CPR line, you know what's going to happen? The next month CPR is going to be an ascending CPR. An ascending CPR only gets formed during an uptrend. Now, even with the help of this Bollinger Band, yes, we are being flashed with some weakness, but please be aware, this is a test, a retest from this previous temporary support line, because in past price action, whenever the price of Bitcoin broke out of this upper trend line, it has resulted in a bullish move. And at that time, you can see even the signal line or the basis line acted as a strong line of support, and each and every retracement around that area resulted in a very bullish move. So you can see, in our case, right, in our case, the upper band has been broken, which only happens during uptrend. Now, any sort of a pullback here, this basis line or the signal line will be acting as support, additional support for Bitcoin. And right after that, we are expecting another continuation to play out, because upper band, as I've been very clear with you guys, upper band only gets broken when the price is preparing itself for a new uptrend. And now, not just only with price action, even with the Y-Cups reaccumulation schematic, yes, this might look like a perfect double top formation in the medium short term, and then it could be also resulting in another bearish continuation. But this here doesn't mean we are bearish. I mean, we are going to show another continuation like this. It might be very short-lived, price coming back to test some key line around 61,000, and right after that we could be preparing ourselves for another continuation like this. I mean, according to this reaccumulation phase, any sort of a pullback, any sort of a shakeout could be very short-lived. And now, last but not the least, even with the help of this right angle broadening pattern, we are aware this is a bullish continuation pattern, and price after getting attracted around this 70,000 has started to show weakness. But if you simply zoom out, you can see this exact trend line, which in the past price action acted as resistance, acted as support, could be attracting us. And if that happens, then the double top type of formation will play out. But we have additional support. You can see support from this right angle broadening bottom pattern, the upper trend line, support from this signal line or the basis line, support from this CPR trend line, support from this Williams alligator indicator, and even the support from this curve line. All are lying over 60,000. So any sort of a pullback, I just want you guys to simply zoom out, because that might be just a temporary pullback before breaking it to the upside. So these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my vlog, then please guys, do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't claimed this free 500 USDT futures position airdrop from Bybit, and in addition to that another 200 USDT futures position airdrop from Bybit, then definitely check the video description. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye bye.